Welcome to the channel. Get ready for the major news updates and insights of India and the world. Today's news agenda includes the following topics. Hamas offers ceasefire plan to end Israel's war on Gaza. SpaceX's Starship rocket disintegrates on re-entry. Measles resurgence, a call for balanced vaccination approach. Rabies, a fatal viral infection, spread through animal bites. Apple acquires AI startup Darwin AI to boost generative AI push. Electrifying opportunity, new policy opens highways for Tesla and other EV giants in India. India presses Russia for early return of Indians forced to fight in Ukraine war. Mary Millben praises modest leadership on CAA. Fit Moms alert, HIIT workouts boost beneficial hormones in breast milk for baby's health. Hamas offers ceasefire plan to end Israel's war on Gaza.
So, you all know how there's been a war going on in Gaza for forever. Well, it looks like there might be a glimmer of hope for a ceasefire. Hamas, the group leading the resistance against Israel, has presented a new plan to end the fighting. Here's the deal: Hamas wants Israel to withdraw from certain areas in Gaza, like Al-Rashid and Salah al-Din streets, so that displaced Palestinians can return home and aid can be delivered. In exchange, Hamas is offering to release Israeli prisoners, including women and children, but Israel is like, nah, we don't want to withdraw from those areas, and we don't want to release all those prisoners. So, negotiations have been stuck for weeks. Now, Egypt, Qatar, and the US are trying to mediate the situation, but it's not easy. Israel wants Hamas to stop fighting, but Hamas wants Israel to lift its siege on Gaza and allow for more aid to be delivered. It's like, can't we all just get along? But, seriously, this is a super complex situation, and it's gonna take some serious negotiating skills to figure it out. Elon Musk's SpaceX has just completed the longest test flight of its massive Starship rocket, and it's a doozy. The rocket soared halfway around the world, performed some amazing maneuvers, and even broke apart on re-entry. But don't worry, this isn't a tale of failure. This is a story of progress, determination, and the incredible strides we're making in the world of space exploration. You see, SpaceX has been working on the Starship rocket for years, and this test flight was just the beginning. The rocket successfully opened and closed its payload doors, transferred supercooled rocket propellant, and even performed a flip maneuver. But the real magic happened when the rocket reached orbital speeds of over 28,000 km/h. That's when the Super Heavy booster came to life and propelled the rocket over the Gulf of Mexico. Sadly, the booster didn't make it back to Earth intact, but that's okay. That's just part of the learning process, and SpaceX is already analyzing the data to make the next flight even better. So, what's the big deal about Starship and the Artemis program? Well, NASA wants to use this rocket to put astronauts back on the moon for the first time in over 50 years, and SpaceX is aiming to make humans a multi-planet species as a precaution in case Earth becomes uninhabitable. In short, this test flight was just the beginning of an exciting new era in space exploration.
Measles resurgence, a call for balanced vaccination approach.
Resurgence of measles in the US is a matter of concern. It's a highly contagious disease that can cause serious complications, especially for young children and pregnant women. The key to preventing measles outbreaks is herd immunity, which means that enough people in a community need to be vaccinated to stop the virus from spreading. But, when vaccination rates drop, the risk of outbreaks increases. We need a balanced approach to vaccination, one that takes into account individual risk factors and considers factors such as age, occupation, and travel habits. By tailoring vaccination recommendations to each person, we can maximize benefits while minimizing unnecessary risk. But, we also need to address disparities in access to healthcare and vaccination. Migrant shelters and other vulnerable communities may be disproportionately affected by outbreaks of measles, and we need to make sure that they have access to the healthcare services and vaccines they need. We need to ensure that vaccines are safe and effective, and that everyone has access to them, regardless of their background or circumstances. So, let's work together to prevent measles outbreaks and protect our communities.
Rabies, a fatal viral infection, spread through animal bites.
Hey there, have you heard about rabies? It's a deadly virus that can spread through the saliva of infected animals, mostly dogs, cats, and bats. If you're bitten by an infected animal, the virus has to travel to your brain before it can cause symptoms. But don't worry, immediate treatment with a series of shots can help stop the virus from turning into rabies. Recently, a 21-year-old woman in India died from rabies after being bitten by a stray dog. She had taken all 5 doses of the anti-rabies vaccine, but unfortunately, the treatment failed. This highlights the importance of continued research and education about the prevention and treatment of rabies. So, how can you prevent rabies? Vaccinating your pets and being careful around wild animals is key. If you're bitten or scratched by an animal suspected of having rabies, seek medical help immediately. Post-exposure prophylaxis PEP can stop the virus from spreading and turning into rabies. Remember, rabies is a preventable disease, and with the right precautions and treatment, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from this deadly virus. Stay safe and stay informed. Now, here are some interesting facts about rabies. Did you know that rabies can equally affect domestic and wild animals? Did you know that the incubation period for rabies can last for weeks or even months? Did you know that domestic dogs are responsible for transmitting the rabies virus to humans in up to 99% of cases? Did you know that once clinical symptoms appear, rabies is nearly 100% fatal? So, there you have it. Rabies is a preventable disease, and with the right knowledge and precautions, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from this deadly virus.
Apple acquires AI startup Darwin AI to boost generative AI push.
Apple has made a secret acquisition of a Canadian AI startup, Darwin AI, to boost its AI capabilities ahead of a big push into generative AI this year. The startup has developed technology to make AI systems smaller and faster, which could be helpful to Apple as it focuses on running AI on devices rather than in the cloud. The deal was made earlier this year, and dozens of Darwin AI's employees have joined Apple's AI division. This move comes as Apple looks to catch up in the generative AI market, which has been dominated by Google and Microsoft. The company is planning to add features to its software that use generative AI, such as auto-creating presentations and completing blocks of text. With this acquisition, Apple is signaling its commitment to AI and its plans to compete with the tech giants in this space.
Electrifying opportunity. New policy opens highways for Tesla and other EV giants in India.
Are you ready to hear about a game-changing move that could shake up the electric vehicle EV industry in India? The Indian government has just announced a new policy that could make it easier for companies like Tesla to enter the South Asian market. Here's the catch: companies must invest at least 500 million into the country and set up a local manufacturing facility within 3 years. But the good news is that they'll be allowed to import 8,000 EVs a year at a reduced import duty of 15% on cars costing 35,000 and above. This policy change is likely to pave the way for Tesla to enter India, as the Elon Musk-led company has been in talks with the government for years. And it's not just Tesla. Other electric car makers like VinFast and Lotus Cars are also eyeing India as their new manufacturing hub. So, why is this move so significant? Well, India's goal is to boost the adoption of EVs and reduce its dependence on oil imports. The country aims to achieve 30 electric car sales by 2030, and this policy is a step in that direction. Plus, the new policy will provide Indian consumers with access to the latest technology, boost the Make in India initiative, and strengthen the EV ecosystem by promoting healthy competition among EV players. So, get ready to see more electric vehicles on Indian roads soon. And that's not all. The government has also announced that firms that invest at least 800 million into the country will be allowed to import up to 40,000 EVs, with a maximum of 8,000 units per year. This is a game-changing move that could revolutionize the EV industry in India, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates on this exciting development.
India presses Russia for early return of Indians forced to fight in Ukraine war.
India is working hard to bring back the mortal remains of 2 Indians who passed away in Russia. The paperwork has been done, and there's a chance that the remains will be handed over to the family by the 16th or 17th of March. The Ministry of External Affairs is also pressing the Russian authorities for the early discharge of around 20 Indian nationals who are being forced to fight in Russia's war against Ukraine.
Mary Millben praises modest leadership on CAA.
Today we're gonna talk about something that's got the whole world talking, the Citizenship Amendment Act CAA in India. So, you know how there are people all over the world who are fleeing persecution because of their religion. Well, the CAA is like a superhero cape for them. It's a law that says if you're a Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, or Parsi who fled from Muslim-majority countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Afghanistan, you can become an Indian citizen faster. The CAA is like a magic wand that makes all religions equal. It says that no matter what religion you belong to, you deserve the same rights and protections under Indian law. The US has expressed concerns over the Citizenship Amendment Act, but the MEA has responded sternly, saying that the CAA is about giving citizenship, not taking it away, and that it is an internal matter of India.
Fit Moms Alert. HIIT workouts boost beneficial hormones in breast milk for baby's health.
Hey moms, exercise while breastfeeding? No need to worry about lactic acid. Research reveals that high-intensity interval training HIIT raises levels of the health-boosting hormone adiponectin in breast milk. This hormone helps regulate your baby's metabolism and insulin sensitivity, potentially reducing the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes later in life. So, go ahead and sweat it out. Moderate exercise doesn't have the same effect, so intense exercise is the way to go. And don't worry about lactic acid, it's energy-rich and won't harm your little one. So, moms, keep on exercising and giving your babies the best possible start in life. Remember, exercise while breastfeeding can help prevent childhood obesity and give your baby a healthy metabolism. Now, go out there and crush those workouts, moms. And, as always, consult your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise routine.
Thanks for joining us. If today's science insights sparked your interest, smash that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, so you never miss out on the trends and tips that could revolutionize your journey in science. Let's explore the wonders of science together.